be doing a full review and demonstration of the Sedona Lace Vortex 12-piece collection. It's an amazing brush set and it's a great addition to your brushes if you already have a lot of basic brushes, or it's a great set if you just want to start off with brushes, because there's a lot of specialty brushes in this, but you can also use the specialty brushes as your basic everyday brushes. So I've been loving this kit very much, and I just wanted to show you guys all the different ways that I use the brushes. So it's going to be like a full-on tutorial start to finish. So I'm going to go over like all the way from foundation to lip color. So I'm really excited about this. I love Sedona Lace as a company. I just think they have really great customer service, and their prices are also excellent for the quality of products that they have. My last video I actually put up was reviewing the Sedona Lace Stick It To 'Em eye primer, which is a great eye primer at a low price. So I will link you guys to that video down below if you want to check it out. And sorry if it's noisy outside, I'm actually filming with my window open because it's so nice out. But so I hope you guys enjoy my tutorial / review video demonstration on how I use all of these brushes. So first of all, I'm going to be using the Sedona Lace FB07, which is the foundation brush that the Vortex set came with. And I'm using this with my Clinique Tinted Moisturizer. So I like to just take my finger and dab a little bit on like this. And I do it my face in sections. And then I just take the flat top brush and blend it all out. And I really love this style of brush because the bristles are synthetic, so that helps to not absorb too much product, and it just blends it out flawlessly. And I also think that this has the perfect amount of density to the bristles. They're not super dense to where they drag the foundation all over the place, but they still kind of like can stipple it in and airbrush it in to where it will blend it out just enough but not be so dense that it pulls the foundation around. And that's perfect for a lightweight foundation or a tinted moisturizer. If you're using a really thick cream foundation, this might not work as well for that, just because it is not a super dense kabuki brush. As you can see on my face, there is no visible brush marks or brush hairs or anything. This has not shed at all, and it just looks pretty flawless with just using this brush. There's no brush streaks and brush marks or anything. So now I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Simply Ageless Concealer, and I'm going to take this Sedona Lace EB13 brush, and it's actually like a blending brush, but it has synthetic bristles here at the top, so this works perfect for cream products and blending out cream eyeshadow and stuff. But I really like it for concealer because a blending brush for concealer is really going to blend it in nicely into fine lines and keep your concealer from looking cakey. And this is a very creamy concealer, so it works perfect with it. You barely even have to press down. I'm just very gently kind of feathering it on. If you hold your brush here at the end of the handle, you can get a much lighter application. So as you can see the difference in my eyes, this just blended it out flawlessly. I also like to use this brush for applying concealer to my blemishes and problem areas around my face, and it's great for like large areas like on my chin. And using a brush like this instead of your finger or a flat concealer brush, it really helps on blemishes that have dry skin around them, because it can just dab the concealer into those cracked areas or flaky areas and it just make it go on a lot smoother. And it also blends it out, because when you're using your finger, it will warm up the product, but then it can kind of make it slide around a little bit, or you can actually, if you dab it too much, it might remove it if your concealer is very creamy. So using a brush is really I'm going to blend it out better and keep you from wiping it away. Now that I'm done with my concealer, I'm going to apply my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. So this brush can be used for applying powder to set your foundation. It can also be used for bronzer. It does have that pointed tip to it. So if you look at it compared to a regular big fluffy brush, it's much smaller and has that tulip shape to it. So this is great for applying bronzer because the point will get into the hollows of your cheeks, and it will also blend it out at the same time. But I also really like using it for my setting powder because it can get right up underneath my eyes. And it's really nice too because it is so feathery and lightweight. It doesn't pull your foundation around or your concealer underneath. That's something that is very frustrating when you go to put your face powder on and you're buffing in your powder, and it will just wipe off your concealer on your blemishes and stuff. So this is perfect for a very lightweight feel to where your powder isn't going to look cakey. It's just going to put on just enough to set your foundation but not make it look. So now for my bronzer, I'm going to be using the contoured brush, which is the FB05 brush. And I really love this dome-shaped contoured brush. I feel like it fits perfectly into the hollows of my cheek, and it really just blends out the bronzer nicely. And I'm using the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. And I just start back in my ear and then buff it down towards my mouth, and it just blends it out so nicely. This is my favorite contouring brush. You can also contour the sides of your nose with it because it is pretty small, so I just lightly dust a little bit on the sides of my nose and underneath my bottom lip. Then I just take that tulip shaped brush and take some of the bronzer down my neck. So now I'm going to be using the fan brush, which is one of my favorite brushes from this collection, and it's the FB01, and it's got a really nice spread out fan shape to it, and it's super soft. This brush sheds a little bit, but not too bad. As you can see, there's a few hairs coming out. I think it's just the way that it's shaped. So I like to take my highlighter like this, and I just dust a tiny little bit onto it. You don't even need much. And then I just apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. This brush also works great for cleaning up fallout underneath your eyes if you're putting your eyeshadow on and you start to notice your eyeshadows falling onto your cheek. This is lightweight enough that it's not going to press it into your skin and smudge it. It's just going to wipe it away very lightly. So for my blush, I'm going to be using the same tulip brush. You can also use a blush brush if you want, but I just really like the way this applies. I'm just taking the Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. And you can see how flawlessly this blends out the powder blush. So now for my eyebrows, I zoomed you guys in a little bit more. I'm going to be taking this eyebrow brush. It actually has a spoolie at the end and a very dense angled brush at the other end. This is the EB17. And I'm using my NYX Cake powder for this. And I love that this is dual-ended, so you can have your brush on it before you do your eyebrows. So I'm just picking up the lightest shade in this cake powder, and I'm going to be applying it to this part of my eyebrow. And I really like how this brush is wider at the end because that works really well for getting on the inner part of my eyebrow because it just applies that color between the hairs and blends it out really nicely. Doesn't make like any harsh lines. Now I'm taking the darker color and pulling it down the tail of my eyebrow. Now if you have very thin eyebrows, this brush isn't going to work as well for you because it is very thick. You would want to use something that is more precise, like the other angled brush that it comes with, which is the EB23. And you can use this for your brows even though it is meant for eyeliner, so I'm just going to show you real quickly how you can use that. I'm picking up the darker color and then just lightly filling in the tail of my eyebrow and extending it just a hair. So this brush would work excellent if you had thinner eyebrows. And then I just like to go over it again with the spoolie just to blend everything out. So now I'm going to be using the EB11 brush, which is a very long flat shader brush, and I'm going to use this to just show you how you can blend out your eye primer with it. You don't have to use this for eye primer, but I just think it works great for blending that out. Then I just take my finger and go over it a little bit just to blend everything once more. So now I'm also going to be using the same brush to apply this eyeshadow base or cream eyeshadow. This is the Color Tattoo in Barely Beige. This brush works excellent for applying cream shadows because it is synthetic and it's very flat. So it kind of just paints it on like a paintbrush. So I'm just going to wipe off this brush and I'm going to use the same brush to apply my eyeshadow with all over the lid because it is like a flat shader brush. And this also can work for powder eyeshadows as well. And this is a very shimmery eyeshadow. This is the Too Faced Natural Eye Kit and it's the Silk Teddy Shadow. And this works really great for super shimmery eyeshadows or pigments because it picks up a lot of product and it packs it on really nicely because it's very... So now I'm going to be taking the EB09 brush, which is a blending brush that's actually pinched here at the end, so it's more like a flat blending brush. So this works perfect for the crease. And I just like to use this to apply a very light shade all over my crease, just to use as like that fading transitional color. So I'm going to be using Velvet Revolver for my Too Faced Natural Eye Kit. And focusing this on the outer corner and just blending everything up to my brow bone. And it creates a really nice faded shadow because it's a very light matte shade. So I'm going to clean off our EB13, which is the one with the synthetic hairs on the end. And I'm going to be using this for my highlight color, which is the shade Heaven. And this just blends out your highlight color perfectly, and it also blends out the shadows that are underneath. So now I'm going to take a more precise crease brush, and this one has that dome shape to it, and it's smaller than a typical blending brush. This is the EB15. And I'm going to be using this to apply a little bit of a darker shade to my outer V. So I'm just going to use this color called S'Espresso. And I'm just dabbing a little tiny bit right on the very tip of the brush, and I'm focusing this on my outer corner. And since this brush is also a blending brush, it just blends everything out flawlessly, so you don't even need to do a lot once you get it on. It's like applying the color to your crease as well as blending at the same time. So that color was very pigmented, so I'm going to go back over it with this brush that still has a little bit of that light brown and just blend it into the inner part of my eye. So now I'm taking this very tiny flat shader brush. This is so small and cute, and it's perfect for the lower lash line, and it's called the EB11 brush, and this works perfectly for applying color underneath your lash line and smudging it in. So I'm taking this Velvet Revolver color, just applying that underneath my eye. And then I'm taking the darker chocolate brown and just smudging that into my lashes. This brush also works perfect for smudging out your eyeliner, so if you wanted to go ahead and apply your cream eyeliner, gel eyeliner, or your pencil eyeliner, it will blend it out flawlessly. It's also really great for using this to create eyeliner with eyeshadows. So I'm just going to show you that real quickly. I'm taking that same chocolate color and I'm starting at the corner of my eye and just kind of flicking it outward. You can create like a winged eyeliner with just using eyeshadow. And then I'm blending it back into my lash line. This brush also works really good if you wanted to take like a shimmery eyeshadow. I'm going to clean it off real quick so we don't get brown in the inner corner. And I'm using the Silk Teddy eyeshadow, and I'm just going to dab it into my inner corners. That's perfect for highlighting like that. So now I'm going to be taking this bent eyeliner brush, which is called the EB19, and it has a little cap on it. This is perfect for applying gel or cream eyeliner because since it's bent, you can hold it straight and still apply it to your eye very evenly and get a really nice wing. So I'm just using my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner, and this is a chocolate brown one. Picked up a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to start applying this to my upper lash line and winging it out a little bit. And the bent angle to it makes it really easy to apply. So now I'm going to take that small flat shader brush and just blend out the wing and kind of smudge it into my lash line. So this kit also comes with a lip brush that has a cap on it, which is really nice for when you want to throw it in your purse. So you can have a brush when you want to apply like red lipstick or a bright lipstick, anything like that. So I'm just going to real quickly show you how you can use it. So I'm just going to lightly dab on some of this bright coral lipstick. This is a Vivid Lipstick in Shocking Coral. So you can use this for lip gloss or lipstick. So I just applied a very sheer wash of this because I don't want a full-on hot pink lip. But that's what's great about using a lip brush, because you can control the amount of product that goes onto your lips instead of applying it from the tube. So now I'm going to go over it with a little bit of this Revlon Colorburst Lip Gloss in Bellini. And I'm just putting a little bit on the wand. A little bit on the brush from the wand. And I'm using this to kind of highlight the center of my lip. And a lip brush works great for that. And I don't have to get the lipstick onto the wand here. You also want to make sure you clean off the lip brush before you put the cap back on it. So I had the little pamphlet here that actually came with the brush set. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the brush set actually retails for $89.95, I think. So it's about $90 for the whole brush set, but you're getting like 12 or actually 13 brushes with the lip brush. So that's a really great deal for great quality brushes. So this pamphlet that it comes with just describes each and every brush in the kit, and it also tells you what all you can use it for. So it actually has some good tips on here of things you wouldn't think that you could actually use the brush for, which you can. So this is the brush belt that the set actually came with, and you get this whole brush roll, so that's just a really great deal. These brush belts can be pretty expensive, so if you're a makeup artist, these are ideal because it already comes with the set. But this is just what it looks like. It's made out of this really nice like leather material that feels like you could wipe it down really easily. But even if you're not a makeup artist, this is great for traveling. So I haven't worn it like around my waist as a makeup artist brush belt yet, but I have used it for traveling, and it is excellent for that because it keeps all of your brushes safe, and it is very like flexible, so you can fit it into your suitcase and just like roll it up and zip it up and go with it. And you can also use this like to hang up on something like in your bathroom if you want to, and it keeps all of your brushes safe. So there's a lot of different brush slots for this. So even though this kit comes with 13 brushes, this has way more brush slots with it. So I'm going to have up close pictures of all these brushes on my blog because it's kind of hard to tell online like how the brushes are going to be shaped and how big they are. So I'm going to have pictures and stuff for you guys on my blog, which the link for that will be down below. And I'll also have the link, it'll be the first link in the description box of where you can go to buy these. And like I said, they're $90 for the whole set, and I have a coupon code as well, which is glam-me-up8, which is just my YouTube username. So that will get you 10% off your order when you order from that. But I also have a giveaway coming up, which will probably be my next video that will be up in about a week or so. I'm going to be putting some prizes together for you all. And the Sedona Lace Vortex kit is actually going to be included in the prize package. So I'm super excited about that. You guys are going to have a chance to win one of these kits for yourself. So make sure you guys stay tuned and look out for my giveaway video, which will be up very soon. But I cannot wait. I'm going to be giving away some of my favorite products, and then also this brush set, which I love to death. So I'm really excited you guys get to try it out for yourself. So thumbs up this video if you like Sedona Lace brushes or if you want to try them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you soon. Bye everybody.